Okay, so it should be going, the stream should be going now. Again, it might take a minute for it to show up on the event page, but Q&A is turned on.
So it should show up on your Google Plus page?
Yeah.
Is this, should I be looking for a brand new event or is this?
Yes, new link.
So hold on.
Again, it might take a moment or two for it to come up. And I invited you too, so you should have gotten your invitation.
Email?
Well, it should have showed up on Google Plus also.
Google Plus message.
You probably got an email message as well. You were definitely invited.
Email message.
You would have at least gotten a Google Plus notification. Nothing else.
Oh, there we go. I didn't get an invitation, but you see it on your page.
So we want to start, as far as the quality goes, on the zoomed in on that one board a bit more. Okay, so someone asked a question. So then what you can do is there's a list of questions that shows up, and then you guys should see that showed up. The person who's running the Hangout can choose one of the questions that someone submitted and make that the chosen question. It should show for everybody that that's now the chosen question that's being discussed. And then when you're done talking about that question, you can choose another one.
How do I answer? Or you
just talk. You just
it's not chat.
no, it's not chat.
Gotcha.
So we picked. You should see that over on the right, the Q&A thing.
You want to write some stuff down? It's funny because the camera's auto-focusing, and right now it's nothing but a blurry mess.
That's the thing, sometimes it's gonna get confused on what you want it to, especially if something walks by like I just did a minute ago.
Yeah, you made it a blurry mess, he just made it a
Sort of
blurry
stuff.
mess.
I would probably gonna want a better camera. I mean, this would be a good proof of concept, I think.
Which marker?
The dark blue one.
Blue.
Except for the fact that you're writing backwards.
Yeah, it's nothing but a blurry mess, I just heard that.
Can you turn the autofocus off?
Not on the camera itself. I think if anything, it would do even, did we get it to flip back around or is it still?
It's still backwards.
There's no setting that'll let us change that. There are a few things we can do to change the image, but flipping it is not one.
Switch to this, Nancy's gonna be up there for a second. Switch back to it, maybe it was just a
See, that's mirrored also.
buggy type thing.
I have to think that that is what it is meant to do, like most other cameras that are built into computers. It mirrors it so that you know. When you're looking
Yeah, it's like
at
a
it.
mirror, yeah, exactly. It's like you're staring at it.
So that might be difficult to find a camera that.
We'll just have them right backwards.
Yeah, just have them right in reverse.
Smart people.
So let me see.
Let me,
guys.
research that a little bit.
Unless there's some way of software flipping it.
Right. In which case it'd have to run through something.
The
Because yeah, there's got to be a camera that's made for this, rather than talking to grandma or. Because I mean, this is a consumer grade thing. You know, it works well for what we need it for generally, but.
Yeah, let me just see. There might be a way to do it.
But on Steve's, it's not backwards.
Right.
It's
It's not.
No,
No?
it's just,
What about on Brandon's?
I think mine is just the right way too.
So it's got
Yeah,
something to
it's
do with
fine.
who's controlling the hangout.
Which it's less, less important for them, but it still would be nice.
Why is it backwards? We don't know.
It's not, I guess that's not bad. I mean, if it's, what's the quality like? Like, is that readable?
Yours
It's a
isn't-
little,
Steve's is better.
it's a little cloudy almost in the middle. See that like this?
Yeah.
It looks pretty good to me. Shelley wrote, I can read what Chad just wrote, but it is a little light.
So we'll try zooming in a little bit more.
And again, that's gonna depend on the person's internet connection.
You can also physically move the camera closer if you need to.
It's interesting. I got a little,
Yeah.
most of what is written is pretty clear to me, but I got like a little bit word that's
Right in the middle of this, yeah?
Not even the middle, it's right like at this each side.
And that's either something on the lens or
Is that
it's
too far
just
in?
the codec itself.
Zoom out, or?
It looks good, but the H is really blurry for some reason. Maybe,
That's what I see, the
HI.
H of this.
yeah.
It's a good shot though.
Yeah,
I mean, I
the
think
alpha's
that's,
good.
that gives them enough room to walk around and.
Yeah. Is there anything on the?
Ah,
There's a little bit of something on the lens.
oh,
that's
it's a
for
shame.
dragging it. Get out of the way. Yeah, it's still, I think it's trying to, let me mess with the lighting a little bit. I think it's trying to do white balance type stuff. That's the other problem with a white board. That it is gonna try and,
Yeah, I mean, I
that's probably worse, right, Nancy?
Yeah, yeah, I'll call it worse.
Well, wait, it's adjusting for me though. It's going through some adjustment.
ideally you're gonna want a camera that you can set the focus on, turn
Right.
autofocus off, have it focus on the board.
Yeah, I think if we just got a.
Because it's not gonna move.
Right.
Right, and the focus being on the board should be good enough if the professor is
Yeah.
somewhat close to it.
With these the lights though you have them though, the top board is just a reflection of banks of lights. So,
That'd be better.
So I just got to the point where you turn the lights up, and it's not really any worse, although I see more reflections in the top board, but that's probably not
that's
where the
way
action's gonna
more
be.
visible.
The bottom part where the grading is about as good as it was before.
I think we'd want to zoom in even more, honestly. Just get that board by itself.
Yeah, I have another USB cord. I can
You tell me when
probably
it's
plug into.
good, like right at the edges, like the board's right to the edges. Too close?
Not really doing it.
Now I can go quite a bit forward.
Wait, are you watching the stream? Yeah, you
I'm
need to
watching.
watch the, oh, it's not doing much at all?
It's not doing anything.
Is it zoomed in as far as it'll go?
That's what I think.
Try physically moving it a little closer. I mean,
It'll,
Did that go
I
out
do have the USB extender for this stuff.
and stop?
That's pretty good right there.
That's
Move
it.
towards you a little bit. Bring it physically over. Center it on the table.
maybe it's glare.
How does the sound to Shelley?
I can't figure out how to write a comment, although I can see her question.
You can do it over
Okay.
here. Just popping up on here.
So you might not be up again because you're on the iPad. I don't know if you're going to have all the features, but this should get you access to the apps. You can open and close, but I don't know if you're going to actually be able to write a question from the iPad. Are you? What app are you
It's
using?
a Google Plus app.
Google Plus app.
Nancy, are you seeing the questions on there? Are you seeing me and Shelley talking?
Right now, when I go to
Shelley,
here,
how's the
I
sound?
get
Can
this.
you hear us clearly?
So I've got-
Okay, so it is.
This is frozen when we do this, and I'd like to go to that.
Perfect.
You just might not be able to use that Q&A thing in the Google Plus app. You might need to use the Hangouts app or something. Or you might
or just Safari.
or you might just need to be on, yeah. You might
Yes,
just
I
need
think
to
you
be-
need the sound is pretty clear and loud enough on full volume.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
that's a good sign. So we know that at least the microphone should be fine. And again, I think if we had a camera where we can control things like turning off autofocus and things like that, I think we'd be fine. Just something we need to be able to do it on the camera itself.
Well, let's look around at all the stuff that you brought in here and how it would have, someone's gonna have to help set this up. Because if this room is booked until 5
Yeah.
minutes before the next class,
You're gonna need probably a student assistant or something that meets them at their office, walks over with them or something like that. There's always some, suck up that wants to do that.
or we have one.
You know what, it might actually be better on a blackboard.
Think so?
Yeah.
Might be less of a glare.
I think it might be better because with the whiteboard, you're reflecting so much light and the camera
Yeah.
is constantly adjusting to that.
I think
all that white.
if we had more control over the lights in the room, I think we could do it, but
But
usually those front two on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what you would wanna do probably is have those ceiling lights off and have some, photo lights on the
Ancillary
side,
light, yeah.
which I don't think we're gonna get into.
That's not bad, right?
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd want to actually front light it.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of time everybody else has. We could just transplant this next door. I think there's chocolate.
Now, yeah, so if we had like a washed, clean blackboard and
That's what he wanted anyway, right? He was more in favor
You
of
would
chocolate.
prefer
I think
chalk.
he's used blackboard, so I don't think he had any problem with whiteboard.
Yeah, we could just, it won't be that hard to just move everything.
And then and they had to like write hard.
Yeah.
But
That's gonna be the.
I know we did this with somebody last semester and, when they were using a blackboard that they'd erased, it cut the contrast down so much,
Yeah.
but when it was washed clean,
Right.
it's good.
Good box.
It'd be worth trying at least.
Let's
Yeah.
just do it.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, Shirley, we're gonna do a new hangout in just a few minutes.
I
So
think next door is not available. Go downstairs.
On the door, it said something about